Teleomatic show. It's today we have another toy. His name is Hoist, but he is a special edition. And if you're wondering if these were one of the boosters, no, it's the gun it comes with. It looks super awesome also. I'm going to take that out for you guys.
Okay, and guys, before we get too far into this, I want to show you guys. We're just going to whip through the packaging here real quick. So this is, you can see here, is from 2013 Botcon. This is the packaging that the truck came in. And what I think was funny is that you see ages 5 plus. So, but then you open this up and look what's on the instructions. Adult collectible, not intended for use by children. We thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so this is part of the Machine Wars, which I think might have been part of the Generations line.
Banana Wars, you mean?
No, the Machine Wars. And I think that might have been part of the Generations collection, possibly. I'm not 100% on that. But this is a first for us. This is our first Botcon or any special event toy we've ever had. And this is a really cool one. So this is a redeco of another one, but this is the graphic package is only available at that convention. And we managed to secure one of these.
Guys?
It also comes with a card, and I'll show you that. So there's Hoist, Autobot Engineer, and there is some of his data. If you guys want to see that, you can just pause the screen. And likewise, here is the proper maintenance prevents poor performance, which is very true. And I will, I'm trying to get this on the screen here. So if you guys want to try to read this, let's see, am I getting that in there for you? Okay. So if you guys want to try to read this, just pause here for a couple seconds. And there it is. So this is the first packaging we're actually going to be keeping, because I think this is all really, really cool stuff. And it's our first collectible ever. And Leo is kind of thinking that maybe he wants to be a collector at some point in the future. So this is our first collectible, and we'll see how well that goes and everything. But for now, let's get to the transformation.
But
and
first,
Leo,
I want to tell you who this is a redeco of Sergeant Cup.
Sergeant
if you have them.
Yeah, and I believe that was a Generations character also. I think I might not be 100% on that though, guys.
And guess what? Hoist also can open his tailgate.
Oh yeah, let me close in on that. Whoa, guys, look at that. That's cool. I really think this is a very cool styling. I like the color scheme on this a ton.
Let's get to the transformation, you know.
Yeah, let's get to the transformation while I complain about something really minor, guys. But I personally am not in love with the front of this. But everything else on this is really cool.
What you want to do is detach the cab.
Okay.
Like that, you have a little head stuck inside of there. Then what you want to do is split the legs. And you see those parts, they fold in, like so. Like this, you have one foot. Oh, I have one folder. And the shins, what you want to do is you want to bring that down like so. Then you have a whole complete foot. It says the W and S.
Yeah, W and S towing, which is part of his disguise, no doubt, but we're not 100% sure what that actually means. But so yeah, basically you just got a redeco here of a different character, although the gun may be a little bit different. I'm not sure about the gun. I don't know what gun the other guy has. In fact, I don't even know who the other guy is.
His name is Sergeant Cup.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I've never seen him before. There's a lot of Transformers I've never seen before, so it's kind of cool seeing all these. This is actually, now guys, I think the third, is this the third or the fourth hoist that we have? Somehow we just have a whole bunch of hoists. You can see most of those videos if you guys want to search those out. You can see our other hoist videos. Those trucks are all very dissimilar to this one. They don't look at all like that.
I'm trying to pull out the shin. Okay.
So one thing about this, guys, I will tell you this, is that this is a super sensitive. It's only rated as a 3, but we've seen a million scales for transformer difficulty. One thing about this guy though is he is super sensitive. So you really have to get everything lined up like just perfect in order to effectively transform him without a whole lot of funky stuff going on. And of course they didn't mean this to be a toy that you would transform over and over and over again and play with, but we like to play with stuff, obviously. We like transforming. These are like gigantic puzzles, pretty much. Transformers. And Leo likes puzzles. Guys, leave us a comment. Let us know if you guys like puzzles too. He likes regular puzzles. He likes these puzzles. Just, you know, get the imagination at work and kind of get some of the crazy stuff going. You guys have seen that in all the videos. You guys know how Leo goes. But, so anyway, this guy is super sensitive. So guys, and I'm guessing that's where they were going with the not temperature chilling, because tolerances here are really tight. And you can pretty easily bust this guy up if you try to force stuff. So definitely, if you guys get this guy, or you see him somewhere, and this is a limited edition, right? So only a few of these were ever made. But if you guys happen to come across one, or probably any of the other ones, you just got to be really gentle with these things when you transform them.
Now he's in robot mode. Okay,
now he is in robot mode, and he looks like he is super stable. Look at the big wide feet that he's got on him.
The face doesn't look like Hoist's face. It looks like
It almost looks like a Protectobot.
Okay, guys, it kind of looks like he's trying to think really hard of something to defeat the Decepticons with.
He might be, but I think just with that helmet thing he's got over the top, it reminds me a lot of the Protectobots, like First Aid and especially Rook, that have these big high pieces on their heads for the helmet part.
Him holding his gun, it looks like he's trying to hunt some animals.
Yeah, they made Hoist much more than just a casual engineer guy. They actually have made him somewhat for this into somewhat of a warrior. My guess is that's because of the Sergeant Cup connection, as Leo already mentioned. Sergeant Cup seems, to me anyway, to imply some sort of military thing. What do you think? You think that's it?
Well, I watched a review on like YouTube about Sergeant Cup, and one of them told me it's actually an army transformer.
Yeah, he sounds military. That's what Sergeant is. Sergeant's a military thing. So maybe they just kept going with the mold when they did the redeco, but you can see, you can't quite see here. We'll see when we get to the close-ups. But I'll tell you this, that is a gorgeous color. Just absolutely fantastic. They got on
I love
the gun and his arm pieces.
I just love the vehicle mode just so much. Even the front I love.
Yeah, Leo's not as upset about the front as I am, but I guess I'm a little bit fussier with stuff like that. I personally think his robot mode, guys, look, let's close in on that.
The tire needs to be in.
Okay, Leo's gonna fix the tire and then stand him up, and we'll close in on that. Guys, this is a really well put together. We can't really see his face. It looks like he's looking at the ground, but this is a really well put together figure overall. Like, he looks almost looks menacing, this guy. I mean, this is really cool. Here, let's see if we can get him to stand a little straighter so you guys can see there it is. And I just want you guys to be able to see that face sculpt is awesome. I think that might be my favorite part of this whole thing. So I don't know if you guys read it too in the description. There's no tow hook to this guy. And Hasbro did a clever thing with this. They said it's because humans had already seen the robots, and there was no need for him to try to disguise himself with a tow hook anymore. So what he did was he's using an Autobot tractor beam now, which explains why he's a pickup truck. But guys, it's a cool explanation. I liked it. I was well pleased with that explanation as to why there's no tow hook on an actual tow truck. And a tractor beam, it fits in well. And I think As a pickup, he's pretty cool. There's just some stuff I really, really like on this guy, and I don't know how different it is from Sergeant Cup, but the rims on this guy in particular, we'll see those during the close-up. The rims in this guy in particular are just awesome. So this is a very, very, very cool figure. All right, and man, I love that face sculpt. All right, so you guys can. He's obviously, as you can see here, very, very posable. So you can do the kind of thing where he's kind of doing his
This is Autobot routine.
Oh, there's a thing where you can kind of, so he's like this, and then just have him aggressively getting ready to blow holes in something.
And animals?
You can see.
It looks like he's trying to hunt some. It looks like he's trying to hunt some animals.
So you can do some really cool posable thing. We see a lot of diagonal poses and so on. This is I don't know. This is a pretty cool pose, I think. But he's great. I like this figure a lot.
How about this? Look, now it looks like he's trying to walk over.
And you can see all the high quality stuff. See all those little screws? Those are all little screws in here. In
Look
the
at
back
this.
Of this.
It looks like he's trying to hunt some animals.
Yeah, this guy's cool. I like him. I think he's definitely a really cool figure. What do you think?
Cha-ching!
I wouldn't say this is. Oh, maybe I would. You know, this is probably my favorite hoist of the ones that we have. And I think they did a really good job with the headlights too. Just the front end to me looks a little bit kind of screwy, and I'll show you guys that when we get to the close-ups. But all right, you gotta throw it back into robot mode.
Wait.
Are you gonna throw it from robot mode into robot mode? Okay. Are you gonna throw it back into vehicular mode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First, what you want to do is get the gun off. Then it looks like he forgot his gun.
Actually, you know what? Hold it there for a second. This is good, because you can see the backside is not very good on this guy. Turn to the side for a second. The side, guys, the side. Wow. Actually, let's close in on that too. Look at that. He looks good from the side.
It looks like he forgot his gun and he's using a trick on the animals.
Well, like why would a mechanic need a gun anyway, right? He's just supposed to be fixing the guys. But so anyway, yeah, he looks great from the side. Obviously, you guys saw him from a front view. He looks awesome there too.
Look at this.
Okay, great. Alrighty, so let's let Leo get back to his transformation here.
Okay, so first, when you apply the gun off, and it looks like he forgot his gun at home, then what you want to do is get the doors out so you have the tires. That on the side. I think he did a really good job with the grill, though.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys. Well, when you see the grill, let us know what you think. Let us know if you think the same thing.
Like that, you put the legs in together. You have to fold out the shins, though. The shin armor. And you want to turn it like this. And when you plug it in there, it looks like he's about ready to lay down and relax in vehicle.
Gonna lay down and relax in vehicle mode. Guys, do you ever turn into vehicle mode to lay down and relax? That'd be kind of cool, huh?
Yes, that would. Then you have the back section. Oh, I'm gonna drop my butt.
Okay, so the back guy is by far the easiest part of this transformation. I want to be straight up honest with you. But there's doing the front half can get a little tricky just because you have to be so precise. Remember, gentle is the name of the game here, and his head likes to get a little stuck there. Well, you can see that. I'll show you that during the close-ups too. But Leo's kind of helping him along there. And the double joint is a little stiff. Again, this is the first time this has ever been transformed for this video. He's been in the packaging for the last 4 years without anybody ever transforming him until we got a hold of him.
This one is this is actually made for a collectible. Some of the other ones are not collectible. I think
anything can be a collectible if you take care of it and keep it nice. And in some of our future videos, you'll see, probably some of our older toys. But guys, you take care of stuff and you do a good job and keep everything nice. Anything can be a collectible. This one's just what they mean by that, I think, is more just a special edition. And this is a limited run also, so you can't just use a toy for a hammer and then break it into a bazillion pieces and then you know, have your parents or you go buy yourself another one. This one is like it's here for a little while and then it's gone forever kind of a deal. But there's only, instead of them making thousands of them, they make hundreds, sometimes a lot less. So, alright, and there you can see Leo's kind of lining up the panels. I'll tell you this, guys, when you do the front part of this, what is really your friend is going to be those stripes. Those stripes are your buddies, and that'll help guide you through. And there it is. He's got one side done. Very nice, Leo.
Thanks, but the cap can sometimes pop like a whole bunch of things out, and you have to redo them again.
Yeah, you'll be snapping and re-snapping this thing repeatedly in order to get it all together. Looking good.
Then you have to bring this down, which is like a really hard part to do because, like, guess what? It pops everything out. Mm-hmm. And we try to keep it from doing that.
Yep.
So you don't.
It's got a little bit of a spring load to it, as you guys can see there. And that's why you just got to be gentle with this thing, because, like, if you're not gentle and patient with this thing, it can be a little frustrating trying to get this.
Like I did the first time, but it was easy the first time.
Yeah. It goes into robot mode really super easy, actually. Getting it back into the truck mode is a little bit more complicated, though, as you guys are watching here.
It's a little more tougher to handle. And guess what? I struggled with it before we even started this video.
Yep. Yeah, it took us a little bit of... So you didn't see us guys unbox this one because we wanted a little bit of practice for this one. And it's a good thing that we did, because it's, as you can see, it looks like got into an accident there. Body panels are all derped up. And so, but you can see Leo's getting it all together. It's just take time and patience, right?
Yep, and I keep all my patients in a special place where they can't get out. Let us know in the comment section down below if you have that kind of place like I do.
Yeah. If you have a storehouse of patience like Leo does, let us know. I think some days Leo has more than I do, actually. Like with this truck, he does a really good job of just kind of keeping it flowing, keeping it put together and everything.
I keep it nice and tidy.
Nice and tidy. That's the best way to be, guys. Best way to be. Nice
and tidy. If you like to be nice and tidy with Transformers, let us know also down in the comments section down below. If you keep the special place and what you're doing is you're not letting all the patients out and you keep on fixing it and you don't even get mad at it.
Yeah. That's it exactly, guys. And that's a good looking... Oh, did you get it? Now you got to plug the hood in, but other than that, you're there.
And then they'll be back in the pretty vehicle.
Back in the high life, yep. Yep.
Sometimes for me it can be a little bit tricky getting the hood in.
Yeah, the hood can be a little bit of a terror.
I got it though.
There you go. And you just got to plug the back of that back in.
And you'll be done, pretty much.
There it is.
I like to keep the hood in.
Body panels all set up. And there you go, guys. So there it is. Leo's got this thing all hooked in, niced out together. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time. Okay.
There's a gun storage.
And there he puts in the gun. And we'll take a little peek at this, because this is kind of cool what they did here. I guess Leo wants it going out the front of the truck. I got a gun. I'm just going to have it right out the front of my truck. Okay. And so there's a cool... I like what they did here. This is a really kind of a neat design. Most of this is pretty well thought out, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You get it?
It looks like it's trying to... No, it looks like it's trying to peek out. like from the below the surface.
How's that?
Looking good.
Okay, guys. All right, let's get him over here for a little closer view so you guys can check him out.
Hold on, I'm gonna detach the gun.
No, leave it on. I'll show him that too. Okay, so guys, here's what Leo was showing you guys. You can see there's the gun here. And does it go that way or does it go this way? It goes this way. Guys, so the Leo had the trigger pointed towards the back. It actually goes like this. Okay, so when you look at it from the back, there it is, nice and straight. And you can see it actually makes the second exhaust pipe. Pretty cool, right? And so Leo is showing you this. You can actually drop the tailgate. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And look, nice. Look at these. Look, guess what they put? Color on the back, color on the back. I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. And you can see here it is. There's the fuel
I'm really
port.
proud with Hasbro again.
And look at these stripes. They line up pretty well overall. You can here's those awesome rims that I was telling you guys about. It's got a little bit of a cowl induction hood on it. It's a good looking. I mean, from the side, it's a good looking truck. This is I like this. This is my favorite hoist, even though it's not really a hoist.
Too.
And okay, guys, and unfortunately, there's no clear acrylic in here, but all you'd be seeing is parts if there was. So I'm not super in love with spray painting windows. That's not. I'm never gonna like that. This one's a silver metallic. Can I see the spray painting
windows?
Yeah, it's right there. So it's like a silver. There's no mirrors either, as you can see. There's no chrome flashing on the mirrors. You can see it's a silver metallic windshield, which I'm not super in love with. And here's the part that really I don't like. The headlights I think are cool, but if you look at this as a whole on the front, to me it looks just a little cockeyed. It doesn't look like it quite matches up with the stripes, and it just looks off a little bit. And you can see we're starting to wear out the stripes a little bit from our transforming already, but I think this is probably painted on. This doesn't feel like it's a screen ink. It doesn't feel like it's a paper sticker or anything like that, but there's some little minor flaws actually in the striping here. So, and you can see the roof too. The roof has got this cool sort of pattern, which to me, it's like little waves of color, but it looks somewhat symmetrical, but it isn't completely, and I think this is unintentional. But I think it's cool. It's like, I don't know if you guys are catching this this maroon color. This maroon color is absolutely gorgeous. So there's that part I like a lot as well. And there you can see the underside, very clean, very elegant. It's very nice. I like that a lot as well. So to transform in, we just take the gun out, and that's the last time we're going to be seeing that. Although you can actually mount it on the roof if you want to. Here, actually, let me show them that. So you can mount it on the roof with this little clip. They just plug it straight in on there and then take it straight off. Okay, so Leo likes to start with opening the cab, and that's just as good for me too. We'll just do that. We'll just break the cab up here and then fold out the arms. And then we will split the box.
The cardboard box.
And we'll pop these tires out. The tires I personally like to leave like this. I like to flatten them up against this. So you guys can do whatever you want with these if you have this figure. Or you're planning on getting it at some point. Or Sergeant Cup, I'm guessing, would be the same way. And let's just make this thing symmetrical here.
Asymmetrical?
No, let's just make it symmetrical. And
what about B symmetrical and J symmetrical?
I think just regular symmetrical is probably going to be fine. Okay, and from there, so we drop this. See, all you do is just pull out this. You can drop the tailgate, but we're not going to. And then this part is kind of cool. So this little section here folds over, okay? Now, you guys have to be very careful to make sure this lines up so that you can park this and form the legs. So this twists over, and then you just drop it in, and it forms the legs like so. And that's all there is to it. So there, the bottom part is done. Now, we need to detach this section here from the front part, and it can be a little dicey to do that.
Like paradisey?
Just a little tricky. So I haven't really found a good way of doing this other than just to kind of sneak it loose here. If you can get your fingers under the side there, you can just pop it. It's a very tight fitting joint though, and you can see it's a double joint inside there. So this folds under like so, and then all we're doing is just taking it around so we can bring out the head of our guy here, which is stuffed in there right now. And we just spin this like so. Like I said, it's a little stiff. So we spin this around and this forms the back like that. And there is his head coming out to play. And
one day on not a rainy day.
Yep. Okay, guys.
And also, maybe you could do this. I have.
You could, yeah. You could actually put it right on top like this, so it points at whoever he's facing. I think. Yeah. So you can mount the gun up on top, although it's not super stable like that. But. And here is his head sculpt. Let's get a good close up of that.
Personally, I don't like the heads.
That is wicked. I really like it. I think it looks mean. I like how mean this thing looks. I like that little bit of maroon right there. You guys see that?
It's maroon.
And there he is. I think he's a good looking figure in robot mode. I don't actually like that gun there, so I'm gonna take that off. But I think he's I think he's a good looking figure in robot mode. I think he looks really good. His head doesn't seem to be quite the way I'd want it exactly, but you can kind of tinker with this guy and get it, you know, to where you want things to go. But he looks good. He looks good in robot mode.
There's no springs to this guy.
So there it is. Okay, so, and then to transform it back, we pull out the legs. I like to pull out the legs and unfold these parts here. I think the markings, I really love these markings for the leg shields. I think that is so cool. And then of course there's just, see there's a tab that you just notch in there. Then fold this back up to make the box.
The cardboard box.
And then we just again line up our good friends of Stripe. Okay, yeah. And then from here, so then again we just
our bad friends is the parts.
Yeah. So then we just sort of, I like to unfold the hood so I don't forget to do that.
Our bad nemesis is the parts, but our friends are the stripes.
And you can see his head will go there. And then this will just come this way.
Oh, I'm Mr. Ducky.
Now, so this will eventually go back over this way. Okay, and before we do that though, I like to pull out the wheels. So I like to extend the wheels so they look like this. Okay, you come underneath. And so I like to pull these straight out basically. And the reason why for this will be clear hopefully here shortly. And then you can kind of see, so you can pop these out. You can pop these pieces out and lock them out. Although they're not cooperating with the locking out I was hoping to do here. But if you can find a way to lock those out, and I did at one point earlier in this, that will be helpful as well, but I guess you don't necessarily need to do that. So from here, you're just kind of flattening the back of this out. And so we fold the arms into the door pieces, like so. So you can tell that this is the bottom. The yellow goes on the bottom. You can see I didn't do that one right. So the yellow goes on the bottom. Like so. Okay, and so one thing here, you can see this notch will go into that, and it helps if you have his hands pointing straight. So that will help you guys a lot if you have it like this, or you can even have it pointing up. This works also as well. You kind of want to keep those hands as much out of the way as you can when you're putting this guy together. Okay, and so basically it just notches in like so. This notches in over here, and again we just do the same size as here. This notches into this part on the side, and this notches into this middle piece here. And you can, like I said, you can leave the hands wherever you want them. I'm just going to leave them there for right now. But you can see all the notch points are set up. Okay, and then we come around to this side. And I'm just going to leave these wheels out. Again, leaving the wheels out. Alright, and then we drop this down. I like to do the back part first. Leo, as you saw, did the other part beforehand, but I like to drop this down. And then you can kind of shift this. This is where I was showing you before. If you can get these to stay out, that will be really super helpful. But if not, then you can just kind of drop this down and sort of loosely put this together. You don't necessarily have to have it completely all the way together. The back of the cab, notching that in right there will be helpful. So I like to do that first. And then I just like to come down here and just start plugging these other pieces in. Like I said, you can see there's a little spring-load mechanism to this.
Uh-oh, the gun drop.
That sort of hinders things a little bit. So pop that out and pop this fender out. Maybe pop that fender out. This fender's give me some fits here, guys. We come underneath for that. And we'll plug it in again. And again. And again. Like I said, you'll probably be doing this, notching stuff in and out a few different times. Okay. And we drop the hood down. And it popped the back out, of course. So, but we can still come back and just drop it right in. Like so. There we go. Okay, and then we have these panels left. And we probably wanted those out of the way before we did that, actually. Okay, so there we go. We just kind of pop all that side in together. And then we're going to do the same with this side. Ow. Somehow this panel got kind of kitty-wampus. Oh, and there the back popped out again. Spectacular. Okay. Alright, so let's drop the wheel back into place. And there we are. We got that side good now. So we're going to pop this wheel back into place as well. And then from there, we can start snap, crackle, popping this baby together. And as you can see, okay. Alright, well, see, this one needs to go under.
Can I see that?
Under the old fender here. And let's do that. Okay. And then we have that. We need to pop these wheels in so that they're straight. And you can see that they are straight if you can sit and spin them. Spin, spin, spin. And there it is. So this guy is all done. I will say this, as tough as these joints can be to put together, this stays together extremely well. I just don't, like, I'm not in love with this front end, but in the side of it, like the side profile, I think is actually one of my favorite things about this truck. That looks really, really good. A great job with the decoration on this thing, especially the back. Hey, paint! And, you know, you might just have to plug a couple random things in there. Kind of tighten it up. Somehow my fist got turned around here, which is going to bother me, so let's just fix that right now. Okay. There it is. I like to have symmetry with the fists, so when you come underneath and look,
You mean history?
you can have that. No, I mean symmetry. And so there it is.
I think you mean history.
Alright guys, and there it is. All set up. Everything looking good all the way around. Nice, 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 nice. And there he is. There he is. There is our very first con truck, not Decepticon, but our very first convention truck. So from the Botcon convention of 2013, this is Deluxe Class Hoist, the very special edition from also Machine Wars.
I think the front of this looks very awesome.
Leo likes it. Guys, let us know what you think. I'm just maybe I'm being a little bit overly fussy, but guys, let us know what you think. If that kind of stuff bothers you, you know, leave us a comment below. Let us know what you guys are thinking on that. Is this something that you guys are okay with or whatever? But guys, this has been kind of a long video. Definitely thank you guys for sticking with us this long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did,
back under.
if you guys did, please give us the thumbs up. I don't know how many more cons we're going to be doing, but if the opportunity arises, we're definitely going to be getting them because this is a really, really cool vehicle. Definitely, if you guys see them, pick them up yourself. Anyway, the old thumbs up we would certainly love, and the old subscribe button. And guys, leave us a comment. Do you guys have any collectibles yourselves? Is that something you guys are interested in getting at any time in the future? Guys, let us know. Let us know. Are you guys more collectibles? Are you more like playing? Or are you like Leo, where you're a little bit of both, but you would prefer to play rather than just be a collectible guy? On the other side, I like them as collectibles. I like to play with them less. I like to collect them a little bit more. Leo likes to play with them more and collect them a little bit less. So we have kind of a good little mix there going on, I would say. But guys, let us know. Let us know what you think. Are you which side do you guys fall on? Anyway, we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.